about being in love is that every situation is different. It doesn't matter what a person does when you're truly in love. You always love them regardless of what happens. There's always some kind of feelings or some kind of connection that's there. And don't get me wrong, it's entirely up to you on how you act in those scenarios, like how you deal with handling when you find out that you really love someone. But at the end of the day, like, love is something, it's either there or it's not. Like, you can't force it. You can't make the situation happen. You just can't. And just like how you can't turn it on, you can't necessarily turn it off either. So it's kind of like you have to know how you deal with certain things in order to change a love experience that you've had in the past. And that's just the reality of the situation. Confidence is key in knowing what it is that you want to do, regardless of how you feel. And for me, I think love, for the most part, is a feeling that you have. You either indulge in it or you ignore it, just like any other feeling. And that's what makes the difference with each and every relationship, love relationship, is that you understand that love is literally a chemical makeup of different things happening within you that gives you the sensation or the feeling that you experience. This is how, when you deal with a situation and you understand that I've never felt this way before, but it's along the lines of something similar that I have felt before, or maybe it's your first time being in love and the feeling is different, or maybe it's just the feeling that you've never experienced before and you don't know how to describe it, but you've heard other people talk about it and you say, well, this must be love then. So it really just depends on the individual. And when it depends on the individual, it's up to us to know what love feels like to us, so as to not get it confused with what it's supposed to be. Because love is also something that is a social construct. And that means that it's depicted a certain way, both negatively and positively. There's a depiction socially that we have of what love is. And sometimes we don't necessarily go with our feelings, but we go with what is the norm of love. And I think that once we understand what it is that we, or where we're finding our love from, what motivates our love, we have a better understanding of how to experience the love that we share with others. So, that being said, love experiences definitely will teach you and help you to understand exactly where your love lies. What motivates you to be in love? What is something that has constructed the way that you experience love and the way that you deliver love? And it also helps you to recognize things that would attract a potential partner, because you begin to understand what questions you need to ask. You begin to focus more on the experience that you want to have with this person. So before in my life, I used to say have no expectations, and still don't have any expectations, but have an understanding of what it is you want to express when it comes to love. How do you express love? How do you want to be received when expressing love? Understand what it is that makes you you in regards to this 4-letter word that's so crazy: love. So if you haven't yet, go out, Amazon.com, and find Love Experiences Psychology of Love by Alexis Pinder and read the book. It has some great information in there, and there are literal things that will help you in your love experiences in the future. So, if there are any more questions, I really enjoy answering them. Feel free to comment them below or to DM me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So, this is your bonnet, Buggy, signing off and saying good night.